Sometimes accountability works. This is Chris Niosi, also known online as Kirbopher. He recently stepped down from the Mob Psycho 100 reunion at Requiem Cafe.
Hi everybody, this is Chris Niosi. Unfortunately, I am no longer going to be attending that event.
You know, his resume is definitely impressive. He's been a fixture in the animation and voice acting space for well over a decade. He's been in a lot of things, including Pokemon and Mob Psycho 100, and the list goes on and on. And while his career is extensive, it's been defined by a major controversy since 2019. In July of 2019, after a wave of public callouts from former friends, colleagues, and partners, Niosi released a lengthy statement admitting to a years-long pattern of emotional abuse, manipulation, and coercion. The fallout was immediate, and he was recasted from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Things got worse in 2025 when he decided to pivot and attempted to clear the record, and he claimed that he over-apologized. He alleges that he admitted to things he didn't do just to make the situation go away.
The reason why I'm no longer going to the event is because when Requiem Cafe announced me as one of the guests for the event, Requiem Cafe received a tremendous amount of very vile hate comments.
Niosi claims he's being targeted by hate and that he doesn't feel safe. But if you look back, this backlash isn't random. People are genuinely angry, especially because of his refusal to stand by his own words. By basically calling his victims' past accounts into question, he basically invalidated his own previous path to accountability. These fans and organizers aren't hating him. They're basically responding to a pattern of behavior where he admitted the abuse, only to then retract that because it benefits his career to start denying it, especially when it became inconvenient for him. Calling community pushback hate is classic Deflection. He's a public figure and he's trying to rewrite his own history of abuse. Chris is using a common tactic by abusers. It's called the Darvo term: deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender. He denies the abuse, he attacks the accuser, he becomes the victim, and makes the accuser the offender.
I do not blame anybody, the staff, the management, anyone at Requiem Cafe for their reasons why, and neither should you. I was kind of depending on this event and many others to come after and be able to make enough money to pay my rent and buy food. And now I don't know if that's even going to happen at all anymore, because this is not the only event that has been affected by the exact same thing.
And there it is, the transition from not blaming anyone to the core of the abusive strategy, where he becomes the victim and the people who call him out become the attackers. First, he shows the venue grace and understands why they had to do it for their own safety. And now he reminds you that he can't afford rent or food. He shifts away the focus as to why the public is upset with him and refocuses it into his own personal pain and suffering. In the way he frames things, the community members reminding a venue of his documented history and self-proclaimed abuse. They're not consumers asking for basic accountability. They are the faceless, evil force actively trying to deny a man basic survival. He basically positions his financial insecurity as a weapon directed against him by the public. Basically, he's trying to make the audience feel that holding him accountable is the same thing as wanting him to starve.
It goes back to my controversy from 2019, 7 entire years ago. If you don't already know what I'm talking about, I would not suggest Googling it, because you're going to find a bunch of very, very ill-informed news articles and video essays that are filled with horrendous misinformation.
Don't search on Google for anything that has happened with me. Go to my own page. It's all fake news. It kind of reminds me of a certain orange person. And they also have some similar allegations.
I would recommend instead going to my Twitter that I don't use anymore.
So once he sets the emotional groundwork, he established himself as the vulnerable party, pushed to the brink, he tells people, don't go looking for the facts. Take my word for it. This is what happens at the end of a collapsed accountability arc. When a public figure realizes they can't defend their actions against literal public record, their only strategy is to ask the remaining followers to blindly opt out of reality. This is similar to an orange man that we know, despite him being in some files, and Chris Niosi's fans blindly follow him. Looking back, I genuinely regret ever spending money to meet Chris. I didn't know what he had done. When you support someone financially, you do so because you think they're acting in good faith. But seeing this collapse of accountability and the fact that he lied, that he was forgiven, is just disgusting. I'm gonna leave you with some advice, Chris. Number 1, stop trying to manage the narrative. You already admitted to what you did. Number 2, deplatforming isn't hate. The community doesn't push back because it's cruel. It's a natural consequence of what you did. And number 3, step away permanently. Yeah, the fact of the matter is you can't come back from this. The allegations are just too high, and you don't get to complain and say, oh, it happened 7 years ago, because trauma doesn't go away in 7 years. You did some really messed up things that you owned up to originally, and then you decided to just say, hey, no, I was pressured, and that doesn't count. He never got better. He never admitted to the worst of it. He continued to do abusive shit. You ruined voice acting for a lot of people. You don't get to come back. You also don't have the right to disparage fast food workers. Go work on yourself for real in private, far away from the microphone. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Take wonderful care, you guys.